Good morning, Anika. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So excited to have you on the morning show. Now, you are on the road, currently touring for your new project, a children's
Yeah.
book titled Tiana's Perfect Plan. This is so exciting. Now, of course, folks know and love the Princess and the Frog, but where does Tiana's story pick up in the book?
Well, in the book, it's after the movie, so she's married. She's comfortably living in New Orleans in her family life. Her restaurant is running well. She has a co-op that she started, and she's getting ready for Mardi Gras. So she gets a letter that her in-laws, the royal in-laws, are coming to visit, and they are coming to visit tomorrow. She's of course not ready for that, but she wants to make them something special. So since they've already had beignets and everybody knows about her beignets, she digs around and finds a recipe for a king cake, and she wants to make it a different and special way for them. So she goes on this adventure to find a magic ingredient. She has hijinks and things in the swamp. She gets back home, makes this cake. She has this amazing image in her mind of how she wants it to turn out, and it does not turn out that way. Um, Luckily, Naveen loves it. She's still a little not pleased, uncomfortable as we are when we're putting something forward that we don't think is what we want it to be. But she goes to Mardi Gras and it is a raging hit. Um, and I wasn't really thinking about it at the time when I was putting it together. Um, but I think it really is something that speaks to the fact that we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, to make something perfect, and perfect is not a real construct. We can't be perfect. So as I was going along and putting the story together and finding different things, I realized that it needed to go wrong because I want children to realize, as I want adults to realize, I think probably I was writing to myself, um, that sometimes things don't go the way you plan, and that is still okay. Did you do your best? Did you prepare yourself? Did you put your whole self into it? Sometimes that's all we can do, and that in itself is a wonderful thing. It doesn't mean that all is lost. It doesn't mean that it was terrible. It wasn't perfect. Nothing's perfect. Nothing is. And we have to release ourselves from that. I see a lot of little kids with dealing with anxiety and dealing with depression and dealing with things that I think are just too heavy for their little shoulders. And so my hope is that this quiet underlying message comes through while they're having an adventure, while they're traveling and having more fun with Tiana, that this quiet under message allows them to give themselves some grace.
I love that. That's a story both children and adults can enjoy together.
Yes.
Now, what inspired you to start writing the children's book?
Well, I had done a series on my Instagram during the quarantine called Bedtime for the Littles. And I was reading bedtime stories to them in my pajamas, and I would sing them a song at the end. And it was really just a way to give something that was soothing and easy and loving and understandable to kids in a time which wasn't soothing or easy. And I also wanted them to understand that even though we've been in our pajamas all day long at that point, that there was going to be a bedtime. It was time. We were going to wrap it in. So it was a break for the kiddies and it was a break for their parents. And the publishing house saw this. So Disney Hyperion saw it
Oh.
and they contacted my people and they asked me if I had ever wanted to write a children's book. And I said, Absolutely, I would love to write a children's book." And that's what came of this. And I didn't know it was going to be a Tiana book. I didn't ask for it to be a Tiana book. They, that's how they wanted me to step in. They said, "We would love for you to take a Tiana book and turn it into a story of your choosing." So I was thoroughly honored by that offering. And also, it's so wonderful to be able to take this legacy, this IP, and expand it with my own voice through her voice. It's a beautiful, amazing thing to be able to do. And it's rare, they don't, people don't just give you their IPs.
Yeah.
They have their IPs purposefully so that they can take care of them and hold them and keep them as pristine as they want to. So it says a lot about the way that they trusted me and my knowledge and intimacy with Tiana and her journeys.
Right. Well, congratulations on the book, and you will be here in Connecticut to do a book signing. How are you feeling about coming back home to celebrate this big moment?
I am so excited. I don't want to blow you into the red with the volume, but I'm really excited. I'm going back to Bloomfield, my hometown. I'm going to the Anna Grace Academy of the Arts, and I'm going to be there from 4 to 6 tomorrow, Thursday. I think that's the 24th.
Yeah.
I am so thrilled to be able to bring this to children in the space where I grew up. I think it's important, it's very important to let children see you and understand that you are the same person that they are. There's nothing separating them from being able to do the things that you're doing, to being able to find themselves in that space of their dreams. And I think it's important that they be able to touch a real and human person in that space, to know that we're the same. We come from the same space, we're walking in the same shoes, and we have the same opportunities that we can build for ourselves. So I'm really deeply excited to bring this to the littles in Bloomfield. And it's open to the public, so like anybody can come. You don't have to be a Bloomfield resident. Come, bring your babies, bring your books. If you want to buy a book there, you can buy a book there. You can buy it in advance. Come get it signed. Say hello to me. I'm very excited to see everyone. It's really thrilling. It's really quite thrilling to me.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, did you go to college out here too?
No, I went
Okay.
to Florida A&M for undergrad, and then I went to the American Conservatory Theater with a focus on drama for graduate school.
Okay. Okay. But I'm sure everyone here will be super excited to see you come home and see the real Princess Tiana in the flesh.
I hope so. I hope so. I'm ready to hug some little bitties and maybe see some people that I knew a long time ago, and meet some new people. I think it's really, really thrilling. It's really thrilling to me. I'm a longtime reader. I went to Prosser Library as a kid. I love libraries. I always wanted books as gifts. And I think that there's been a decline in how we lift reading and literacy skills as something that is important and also exciting for children to take part in. And anything that I can do to allow children to understand what an exploration and an adventure reading is and can be, I want to do. I want to hold their hands and take them directly into Nerdland and let them know that that is a great, fun, interesting space to inhabit.
Yes, I love that. All right, now I want to talk about some social clips. Recently, there have been a couple of clips from Dreamgirls that have reemerged on social media, and people have been loving y'all's performances. We're your dream girls, boy. How does it feel that, a new generation is showing love to the film?
I think it's amazing. I think it's wonderful. Anytime something can have longevity, that's really why you put it out there. You put it out there so people can experience it and feel something, and hopefully that it'll last. So for Dreamgirls to be coming back, for both of these projects to be swinging back, I mean, The Princess and the Frog was 15 years ago.
Wow.
Dreamgirls was
2006.
2006. So, 18 years, it's amazing that people are still loving this film and having fun with it also, remixing it, making fun of it, but in a loving way. I think that's awesome. And that is a real tribute to the ability of art to live within people and to stir them and move them. And that's why you do it. That's why you're in the arts, so that you can move people.
Yeah. Now, I was surprised to see you on season 3 of 50 Cent's show Power, minding my business, watching the show, and I said, "Oh, that's Anika." That was left field. What was that experience like?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved jukebox. I
Mm.
loved being absolutely thoroughly nefarious. It was so much fun to me. I got to push Biddison around. He is so big. He's so big, and I'm so not. So to be able to push him around and pretend to be big and bad, it
Yeah.
was just a lot of fun. And he was really open and surprised that this little person was coming in like gangbusters. I also think that Courtney Kemp, who's also from Connecticut, by the way,
Oh,
who's the
okay.
creator of Power, um, she gave my character one of the best entrances to a television show I think that exists. And I don't say that because it was me. I was like, oh, this is something. Oh, you're about to know who she is. It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I loved it.
Great, great. So, what other projects do you have in the works? What can we look forward to?
Well, I'll have a new book coming out next year. We're looking for an illustrator right now. I am in Mufasa, which will come out this Christmas, which is very exciting. And then I'm not quite sure what I'm doing after that, which, you know what? It's been a crazy time for the arts. It's been a wild time for film and television. We've gone from strike to strike. We went from COVID to strike to strike. So things are a little shaky in the land of film and television. Um, so I don't know yet what else is coming, but I know something is coming. I just don't know quite yet what it is. But you know what? That's how we live. That's
Yeah.
that's the life of an artist, really. You don't know all the time what's coming next, and you just have faith and have a good time. I do know one thing that's coming next. My
Eh?
ride, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, is opening in Disneyland November 15th.
Awesome.
So I will be a part of that, and that is thrilling. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of work happening. It's like there's been a Tiana renaissance. There's a lot of work happening around Tiana. My new book coming out next year. It's called A Princess is a Princess. Um, I have some scripts in rotation that I've been reading, and hopefully we'll do some moving on those, but those aren't things that I can speak on yet.
Alrighty. Well, cannot wait to see those other projects, especially hear your voice work in Mufasa, because I think The Lion King is the best Disney animated film there is. I'm a 90s baby. I
Okay.
gotta stick with The Lion King. I had it on VHS. I watched it about 50, 11 times. I saw it in the theater a couple months ago when they brought it back.
Yeah,
I love that.
and it has our dear James Earl Jones, who just left
Yeah,
us in there,
yeah.
giving us the voice of voices. This new one has some really good talent in it. Aaron Pierre, as Mufasa, um, Kelvin Harrison Jr. as Scar. We've got some amazing voices coming through, so it should be lovely. I'm hoping people will enjoy it.
Cannot wait. Thank you so much for joining us. Where can people keep up with what you have going on?
I am on Instagram at Anika Around the World. I am less often on Twitter at Anika Noni Rose, but those are probably the best places to find me and look for me. And I look forward to seeing and speaking with all of you. It is a joy and a pleasure.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Connecticut's own,
Symphonie.
Bloomfield's own, Anika
Woo-hoo!
Noni Rose.
Thank you.